Welcome to Millenialz Checklist. This is Chris and Zach. We are here to talk about everything, about life, about all the interesting topics. And today we have Woodford Special Reserve whiskey, and the Chris will announce the subject that we are joining in today.
You wanted to talk about how the Generation Z is going to be the end of modern corporations.
Yes, good topic.
Okay, do explain first the title.
The title?
Yes. What do you mean about the Generation Z is going to be the end of modern corporations?
Okay, to explain that we must go back slightly into history. So before we had small jobs in the Middle Ages, for example. We had farmers, small jobs, blacksmiths, locksmiths, and so on, and state affairs. Today we have same but different paradigm. We have farmers, we have small jobs, we have corporate capitalism, and we have state that is less involved in it is not less involved, but less involved, for example, in some kingdom in the Middle Ages. State is less involved. So today the corporations are leading all the big jobs, all the big projects, all the big names are corporations. So for example, if you are buying coffee, you cannot buy, okay, you can buy small coffee, but everywhere in the world you will have dominant coffee of big corporations. And it is the same in IT sector, it is the same in every sector. So corporations have the strict workflow, strict rules, strict setting, and the Generation Z is the generation that now that they are growing older, they don't want from life to just participate in the rat race, that is live, work, pay the bills, die, and repeat based on beliefs, if someone believes in repeating. So Generation Z...
I mean reincarnation?
Maybe, whatever everyone believes in, maybe reincarnation, maybe the universe is just a hologram, it's just a game, everything repeats itself, something like that, no matter. So Generation Z, they want from life something bigger, they want purpose, they want experiences, they want everything from life, so they don't... I am a millennial, you are millennial Generation Z, I'm pure millennial. You are millennial Generation Z.
No, I'm not. I'm a millennial as well as you.
But you are
the same as you.
Okay, we are millennials. Okay, many people didn't believe in Gen Z, but I think from whatever I see, the Gen Z is the key to end the corporate workflow.
Okay.
In our time, the paradigm was go to school, find a good job. Okay, what is a good job? We didn't know. We listened to our parents, our grandfathers, everything else. What is a good job? Be a doctor, be a lawyer, be a banker, be an accountant.
Be a salesperson.
Be a salesperson, yes. Find a good job. But you can...
But move away from agriculture, right?
Yes, that was the advice then, but today we see that agriculture is the foundation, and the modern agriculture that gives us the great products that we have today. For example, this food for special reserve, and
Shameless plug-in.
and everything else, agriculture and every small job is crucial. I won't say it matters the most because we hadn't fully seen the paradigm shift yet, but it matters, it is crucial, small jobs.
Okay. Because you need food to live.
You need
That's
food
okay.
to live.
That's
You
okay.
need, so for example, what is today, in today's market, what is the biggest growing companies is IT companies. So IT companies, okay, AI, IT, Facebook, Google, Apple, Amazon, okay. But someone needs to rewire those wires for ChatGPT to work. So electricians, someone needs to air condition the space where all the mainframe servers are. So air conditioning, HVAC technicians.
Okay.
Someone needs to bring water to the corporations, to the banks, so that people can go to toilet, wash their hands. Plumbers, maintenance sector will see a booming grow in the next 20 years.
Okay. But what do you consider modern corporations?
Big, strict rules and corporate dictionary. My friend worked in corporation, and she said that corporate dictionary, middle management, and cherry picking, and all that corporate talk is the reason why she left, and she is working on a tourist boat now.
So you mean to say that that Generation Z will be the end of companies, big companies made from 1960s till today?
I don't think it will be the end per se, but it will transform those companies into more humane companies.
You're going on the premise of the quiet quitting movement that was back in like 2021, 2022?
Maybe that, and maybe the reason that they cannot be, Gen Z cannot be bought with money, so they need to have enough. But
What is enough?
Enough by let's talk the middle statistic. Enough that they have Gen Z, that they have money for traveling, for their life experiences, for good life, and so they will not. And in the 60s, the bank director said, you must work overtime, weekends, and everything else, and the management bonus will be thousands of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay. Or euros. But today Gen Z says, yes, I can stay this weekend, but the other weekend I have reserved a concert. I don't need the money. I waited for that concert the whole day, whole life. So this is not the end of corporations, but the end of corporations as we know it. Corporations will become more humane, because the people cannot be bought anymore. Simple as that.
But wasn't that the same as in earlier years? Like, you as a millennial also don't want to work from Monday till Sunday for 150 hours a week.
Yes.
You want to work Monday to Friday from 8 till 4, 40 hours a week, and to have the day after work for yourself and the weekend for yourself.
Yes.
So you can go to
Yes,
the
but
picnics to the seaside, anywhere you want.
yes, the
Spend
movement,
time with your family.
of course, the movement started with in our time with millennials. The movement started there, but Gen Z is crowding the moment. The crowd has gone bigger, and they will now become the majority of the workforce. So the movement will all around. We can see the corporations have gone differently, because before, for example, when you want to work into bank was the goal, and bank was the ultimate goal, and bank produced all the terms, you must this, you must that, and everyone was trying to bend themselves for the bank. But today the bank approaches differently. The bank says, yes, you can work with us, you can have free I don't know, free flipper and table soccer and free beer. So now the corporations are giving lightly loose terms just so they can get the people into work.
Are you sure about that?
You're
not talking about the tech company, you're not talking about Google, which has that, and where you can work from home.
No, the bank.
It's a bank.
Yes, and the bank also losing their rules. The bank also.
Okay, maybe not for the clerk at the reception. Maybe for upper management, or for someone who works behind the scenes. They can work from home because they can use their laptop and plug online. No, but if you have to talk to the customer directly at the bank facility, you can't just say, okay, I will take 2 hours off and go play PlayStation.
No, the loosening of the terms are not just. So Gen Z also works when they're working in the bank with customers. They also have 8 hours work day, but the loosening of the rules doesn't come from there just to lowering the work hours. The loosening of the rules comes in dress code. The loosening of the rules comes with everything else. So now the big corporations are started to. This isn't fully grown movement yet, but the corporations are starting to loosen the rules to recruit new people, and they must do that because someone said, okay, for example.
Wait, you mean some like the casual Fridays? No more just casual Fridays.
Casual Fridays. So you can see Gen Z is mostly wearing the sneakers. So you can see now at the banks, Gen Z bankers are in the bank suit of the bank, but down there they have sneakers.
Really?
Yes.
I hadn't noticed that.
Look at the airports. Airports didn't allow even the smallest tattoos. Now the airports allowing the small tattoos for their employees because it is loosening the rules.
But wait, how can they see your tattoo if it's under the shirt?
Yes, but some
if it's on the hands or something, yes, I get it. But if it's on your shoulder or on your back, nobody sees it.
Nobody sees it. Yes, if you don't show it.
You're not going to take off your shirt in public.
Yes, but generally loosening the rules is pretty much everywhere. We can look at the job ads from 2002, and we can look job ads from 2022. You will see different tone, different note, different approach, different everything. And that is all because of Gen Z, because they don't want to be owned by corporation. They want on my own terms, partnership, but not owning that they are owned by corporation. We can put job ads side by side and you will see.
But that's a different time.
Yes, different time.
You've had the great reset in 2020.
Yeah, the great reset.
Okay, now I'm joking a bit, but yes, you had the COVID and nobody went to work, and that changed the perspective of work. But also,
the loosening
people
of the
don't
rules.
want to work or something.
No, I think that is the narrative. That is the narrative that corporation put. People don't want to work anymore. I don't see that as a true, because I think the working is inherent in all of us, because every one of us will work something, even if it's not paid, what you love to do. So,
yes, that's true.
So working is inherent, but working a dull job that you don't like isn't inherent. So that is, before that was enforced. I will pay you, you will do some ugly job that no one wants. That was enforcement, and people did shitty jobs at corporations or elsewhere that were enforced. But the Gen Z says, I want to be happy in my workplace. And from there, if you have enough people with that paradigm, everything changes globally.
Okay, I agree, you should be productive and happy at work. Okay, happy is the wrong term. Let's say you have to be appreciated.
Yes.
You have to want to go to work.
Yes.
For the company that you work for. But I see there's a lot of ads for people, for companies trying to get new people to work.
Okay.
And nobody applies.
Yes, because people aren't happy at those places. It's not always the case. I think we have two parallel movements here. One movement is people are wanting to work what they love and what they like. The other movement is people have gone soft, and they don't want to work as hard as before anymore. But those two movements will integrate in some place, so we can have working reasonably hard. So in the next 10 years, the workflow will go, okay, you don't need to work as much as hard as before, you need to work as reasonably hard.
Okay.
But if you're working what you love, and Gen Z, if they're working what they love, reasonably hard is happy for them, and everyone is happy. But the big corporations will not be happy, because many of their workplaces have been assigned to someone that enforced. For example,
but if people applied for work, they should do the work they applied for and they got the job.
Yes. If
So
they don't,
why should you then? If you applied for the work and you got the job, that means you need that job.
Yes.
Because you have to live.
Yes.
You have to pay your bills.
Yes.
So you should do your work reasonably well.
Yes.
You should try to do it well.
Yes.
Not just that you pass.
Yes.
And if you need that job, it doesn't matter if you like it at this point.
I know.
Because you can go and find some other place to work.
I know what you are telling me. You are telling me our paradigm. That is our millennial paradigm. But Gen Z paradigm is...
So they would rather stay at home doing nothing and have nothing to eat than go work to get money. To live better.
I wouldn't go that far to have nothing to eat, but they will rather. They will rather. These are extremes. They will be home having nothing to eat or work for something. No, Gen Z is the mentality. They will work in some hostel, listening to music, hanging with travelers all around the world, with small payment. Then, because hostel is experience, then they would work. Nobody wants to be hungry, but they will. But Gen Z paradigm, and that is to be blunt, they will rather work at hostel than at the bank for triple the money, but soul-sucking job. Because hostel, travelers, beer, partying, little bit of money, bank, soul-sucking, but triple the pay. They will choose the hostel. That is the Gen Z general paradigm.
Okay, I would not agree with that.
Okay.
Because I think that depends on person to person. You can't generalize that every Gen Z person does not want to have a lot of money. Because it's not true.
Yes, but we are now talking about the... I agree with you. Not... We have... You always have people that are not in the middle of statistics, but we are now talking about the middle of statistics, about the most common. Okay. So when you are talking with 100 you're talking with 10 Gen Z representatives, and you ask them, and one will say, I don't care, I want money, I want as much money as possible, I want to work on Wall Street, and I like to kick ass, and Wolf of the Wall Street is my best movie.
Okay.
But before, you will hear of 10 people, 5 that says, I want to work on Wall Street, and 5 that says, I want to work something else that is more of experience to me. Now you will have 1 to 9. One will say, I will work on Wall Street. 9 will say, I want to work something that doesn't suck my soul. I'm not saying that Wall Street sucks souls.
Okay.
But that is just the blunt example of corporate. I think that Wall Street is okay, trading and stock picking. Nothing wrong with that. But most Gen Z will... so when you have, to digress, when you have agencies that talk about hiring a new people, before the questions were, so you have a statistics, and before the questions were, what will be my payment? What will be my working hours? Before that was the main. Now is, what about work-life balance? What about pay? Okay, what do I get with that pay? Okay, do I have free time to chill during the work? So the whole narrative begins to loosen up, because people are wanting to...
They're trying to ask for different things.
Yes.
It's not getting as much cash as possible to do it as much as you can in your free time.
Yes.
Okay. But then there's another question. Do you think that Gen Z is going off doing their own thing and opening their own workshops and businesses?
Yes.
More than millennials did?
Yes.
Why?
Because now we have YouTube. Now we have a whole small business revival period. People want to have more free time, more controlled aspect of their business, not to let someone else control it, and they are working on that.
Okay. Do you think that is connected to work-life balance?
Yes.
And how?
Because when you are working whole day, but you know you are working for yourself, is much easier when you are working whole day, but you are working for the other. And when you are working whole day for yourself, you can more clearly see the result. And when you work for other, your result can be diminished in the big company. You don't see that result so easily.
You're saying just that the result of your hard work is more visible when you're working for yourself than when you're
Yes.
working for somebody else,
Yes.
just getting a monetary incentive for doing that work.
Yes, but to be precise, I said that the working for yourself is more visible when you work for yourself or the small team or the small company. The work is visible, and when you are just
A little cog in a machine.
Yes, little cog in the machine. It doesn't. It is much. It is much difficult to see any movement with your work. You don't see it. You're working in corporation that has 10,000 of employees. What can you see really what you have do? No.
In that case, then you have to climb the ladder to get to the point where you can have a stake in the business, when you can become a stakeholder. Because
Yeah.
a lot of companies, well, that depends, but from our time, from 2010 and from the early 2000s, the narrative was that the big corporations gave incentives in term of stakeholding,
Okay.
like a shareholder. Because
Okay.
if you're working hard, you can get the stake in the business. So you're kind of becoming an owner of the business.
Yes.
It's becoming yours, and that's your validation for doing hard work and for sticking with it.
Yes, and that is okay. That is okay.
Is that part being lost in the Generation Z?
No.
What do you think?
I think not, because we have Generation Z. The mistake here is people in the media put Generation Z are everyone is the same. Millennials, everyone is the same. Millennials, but no. You have Generation Z is just a trending narrative, as Millennials is trending narrative in our time. So
Was
we
like
are
20
all
years ago or 10 years ago.
we are now dominant workforce. Millennials are still trending, but
Okay, Generation Z is just entering the
yes,
workforce.
we have different people and different ambitions among Generation Z. You have among Generation Z, you have entrepreneurs that are on great level. I have the other day I listened to the podcast with a 25-year guy that has a watch store, and he's at 25 years he's at level that is rarely seen in our time. So you have different approaches in Generation Z, but generally speaking, Generation Z puts more aspect on work-life balance than generations before. I think that Millennials also put work-life balance, but the generations before the Millennials just couldn't afford that concept. They couldn't afford that concept at all. Life was too hard.
Couldn't they? Or just that wasn't that, and not everything was online and so visible.
I don't know.
Because Generation Z has YouTube and all the other platforms which they can promote your 25-year-old watch guy.
Yes.
Who made it.
Yes.
But if you go to the early 2000s or 2005, 2010, come on, YouTube started in 2011.
I know.
You know? And then there was nobody you couldn't see all the people around the world doing well, doing that amazing stuff, because you had your small area which you saw.
Yes, but YouTube is also an idea incubator. So before the people could succeed, they could get good idea, they could get some good book or some good meeting that they learn something new. But on the YouTube, now everyone that connects to YouTube, the video of passive income or AI income or something like that will pop up.
Okay,
And
YouTube is a platform which allows user to generate its own content,
yes,
to filter it however they see fit.
yes,
If you're a kind of person that wants to watch entrepreneurial videos and how-to videos and educational videos, you will be presented those. You will search for 5-10 videos, and then after that YouTube algorithm will feed you more and more.
okay,
But if you're the person who watches cat videos or what are those guys, jackass videos,
okay,
those were very those were popular while we were kids.
the best
Then
time ever.
Yeah,
I'm Johnny Knoxville and welcome to Jackass. And
yeah. But then you will be dumber and dumber because you will not increase your capacity to think.
No,
because you will be put in a small funnel, small niche with
I don't believe
entertainment stuff.
I don't believe
Which necessarily doesn't mean you will get something out
I
of it.
personally do not believe in algorithms so much that people give them meaning. People give meanings to algorithms, dead internet theory. Everything we see on internet is subjective because algorithms. You cannot filter the idea, you cannot stop the idea. Okay, maybe you have algorithm with cat videos, but you have gone to school and you have 5 friends from the school. One of that 5 friends will somehow look at the other videos that are not cat videos. And
yes, but it's their channel, it's their account. On your phone, on your account, you will see only cat videos.
yes, but ideas are not spread only.
I know they're not.
The ideas are not spread only on
That's not the
phone.
point.
But the friend that will see the entrepreneurial video will talk with friends about the guy that watches cat videos, and the other friends will say passive income, AI, work-life balance, and the one that doesn't know about it will hear passive income, work-life balance, and he will come more closely to this idea that our grandmother that lived in the village.
Okay, yes, that's true. That's true.
Yes.
Okay, that's true. I'm just saying that you need to move. You need to have an interest in it yourself for some time to get the most benefit out of it.
Of course.
If you have no interest, then whatever Jack says about his business idea, you'll say, it doesn't work. Don't even talk to me about it. Let's go have another beer.
Yes, but when the people are talking always with other people, and maybe someone that doesn't come in contact with the ideas. So you've seen that during, I don't know, you've seen that during 2021. You know what happened then. We will not name it. Some flu or something like that. So ideas, even if someone didn't watch videos, ideas are just spread among the people in the store, in the taxis, in the buildings, in the meetings, in the workplaces, and everybody was and every idea has come in the mainstream, you want it or not. The same is with Generation Z. So maybe someone wants to live like boomer generation, but everybody around him lives differently. They talk about work-life balance. They talk about I don't want to work for a big corporation. I want to I watched, you have on YouTube a video of a high-tech guy that worked in high-tech company that become a handyman. So someone will say, I watched that guy that worked in a high-tech company and now he's a handyman. So that idea will spread. So you cannot stop the spreading of ideas, and Generation Z are spreading the ideas among themselves. And that is the beginning of a transformation. I won't say beginning of an end, because every end is a transformation, but I think that is a transformation of standard corporate reasoning with something new. Corporations will be forced to become more user-friendly if they want to keep workforce. I think that is the trend we are seeing now. They will. They have no choice than to become more user-friendly.
Okay. So the change is inevitable and has already begun.
For example, look at the Millennialz change. In 60s, bank dress code was stricter than God. Bank dress code was bank dress code. And nobody can change that during the 60s. When the IT came, early 90s, the director of the one big bank said, yes, we can enforce dress code on all, but we cannot enforce dress code on those IT guys. That was in the 90s.
Okay.
So you had a few big banks that they have dress codes for everyone, but the guy that pulls the wires and repairs the printer and installs the new applications, they didn't have dress code.
Okay, so what's the conclusion after all of this? You're saying that the Gen Z is working, but doesn't want to work for big corporations because they want looser terms of employment. They want more free time, and they want to have a work-life balance. So they will rather work for themselves in a smaller workshop or something, than to work for a soul-sucking job at big corporation.
Yes.
So how will the big corporation then deal with all that?
Big corporations will have to become less soul-sucking, more fluent, more user-friendly, and everything will be okay.
And then everyone will be happy.
We hope so. I don't know that everyone will be happy, because there is always some new challenge, but we hope so that when the consciousness raises enough, that everyone will be happy. Yes.
Well, we will have to see.
We will have to see. It
has already begun. The shift is here.
Next 10 years.
And we will see how it goes. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice weekend.
Have a nice weekend. Bye.